kasiru is a word they use in Luganda. In hearing communities or hearing people, they call deaf persons a kasiru or stupid, you know. But deaf persons are not stupid people, or they are not kasiru. Me with my co-host will be discussing how education has influenced positively the lives of deaf persons. And my name is Doreen Sandra, and I'm the co-host of Deaf Dialogue Uganda. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing, and commenting on our YouTube channel. So, my co-host Doric, today as we discuss the topic of education, can you maybe say hello?
Thank you.
So Doric, what do you think with in here in Uganda, is it right to be called kasiru? Do you think that is an acceptable word for someone to be called a kasiru? Do you think is a right word?
What I know in my language, that is Runyankore, it is directly translates at Nogomo Sero. Yes, I've seen that happening.
So today we want to break down and understand why do people call us kasiru. And it's because sometimes I know that we have seen people who have studied and learned and gone to school as deaf persons, and they have a big, high reasoning capacity. And I don't think it's right for someone to be called kasiru or stupid. So what did you learn?
Thank you for that question. I attended my primary school. Then I also joined senior school. I joined a college. It's from that college where I attained a diploma, and it prepared me to join the university, where I'm now doing my last year. That's my level.
So as Doric, do you know English?
Yes, I can even write. I can read and write.
Oh, so if she can read and write as Doric, she can read English and write it. And personally, as Doreen, I have learned and I graduated very well with my second degree. I did my first degree and second degree. I have a master's degree actually. And this means that if I have gone to school, yes, and graduated even 2 times, do you think I am stupid? Do you think I'm a kasiru? So we need to change this. Yes. But many times, deaf persons, when even if someone hasn't gone to school,
yeah,
why hasn't gone to school? I don't think it's a reason enough for someone to call them. Why would you call that person a kasiru?
That's very correct, and it exists for this so many reasons. First and foremost is I'll call it my bad, it's running. I'll call it, starting from our families, there's this kind of taking us for granted. And how do we solve that? So it's like they are kept there and they're like, so there's a lot of oppression going on. Secondly, I would say, they feel like wasting money or spending money on a deaf person is more like wasting it. So, and the third point here, when a child goes to school, they feel like there's totally nothing that is going to understand. So it's better off staying at home and cooking food. So that's in such areas, that's how they are viewed.
But do you think this is
that
a
is
very
wrong
attitude? Yes, it means the family members or the parents think that this person it means that this person is ignorant, is illiterate, you know. It means that this person cannot even change. For example, look at yourself, Doric. Look at yourself. You have dressed up so smart and you have gone in the community where those communities you can have a conversation and understand very well. You understand fashion and you know everything. You know the right and wrong, and you have studied school.
Yes, that's correct. School. And at the same time, I've seen the deaf persons don't have a voice. It's more like when I want to go to school, he doesn't have any voice. There's no way No.
Yes, yes. So even if you don't have, you haven't gone to school, it's the way of communication. You say, oh please, can, so it's even hard for a deaf person to say that I need to go to the because they don't have a language, you see, because they haven't gone to school. So if someone doesn't have a language and hasn't attained a language, at getting it from school and learning it, getting it from the family and learning it from school is always hard. So when you go to school and learn a language is when you get that confidence, and you go to, and then you can easily go but then when you go back home, because they don't know communication, they don't have sign language, you just keep quiet and they think, oh, this one is ignorant or this one doesn't know anything, because they don't have a language to express. You understand?
I do agree with you.
Yes. So people just keep on viewing us as, oh, okay, you're always seated down, so they don't have brains, they are stupid, you are kasiru, because your brains, they feel like you don't even reason. So ideally, and remember, you have ideas within you.
Because he has nothing to say, he has no one to speak.
Yes,
he
so
has no
I think
voice.
it starts from our family members. It's very important with our family members, the parents. If we can change, this can shape the future of our children. So, for example, for the parents, if you have a positive attitude, you love your child, you take them to school, but then also you don't even know where the child goes to school to, or you don't even know which school to take them.
Also, with the parents, they are lacking awareness and sensitization about the different. So that's a big challenge. Remember, the schools for the deaf are there, but these parents don't know about these schools, so they still lack they lack information about the schools for the deaf person. So that's why when a parent sees a deaf person, so he sees as if he doesn't have any importance, but they need to know that these people also need to be included, they need to be involved, because you never know tomorrow.
And I think also if we can maybe share the name of the schools where deaf people can go to, you never know. The parents might be watching, and because their parents who still hide their children in their homes and they're not taken to school.
Yes, I know about 3 schools now. There are about 3 primary schools. That is Masaka School for Special Needs. That is Masaka School for the Deaf, Bwanda. And then there's the third one is in Tinda, Uganda School for the Deaf, and also Molago School for the Deaf.
Oh yes,
about 4 schools.
Yes, and those are the
primary schools. Yes. And then about the senior secondary schools, we have Mbale Senior School for the Deaf, Wakiso School for the Deaf, and then I think those are the only 2. Those are the most heard about. Then there's also Ngora School for the Deaf. Yes.
Oh yeah, Ngora. No, I think Ngora has a primary for the deaf, but long time ago when I was still studying there, for the hearing and the deaf, they would, they mainstream them together and study together.
Meaning Ngora, we only have a primary school for the deaf.
Yes.
So I think that's all about it, yeah. So that's all I know about. Some other schools are there for the hearing. They are mainstream, they are mixed, but I cannot tell you off my mind right now. For example, for me, I attended Shama High School, and it was a mixed school there. I was studying with hearing students, and even at the different universities like Makerere, Chambogo, they are all inclusive.
Yes, and also my former school, I've ever studied from Chambogo University, and because some parents, they don't know that there are schools for the deaf persons. The child grows, and then at the age of 10, they haven't gone to school. So that's when they start going to maybe they take them to a vocational school, and then they go and learn maybe like a skill. So vocational school, I go and they learn a skill, and they go on with life.
That's true. But also, what I see that is most important for the children, because they need to access the information and communication. So some parents feel like sign language is not important. It's better off learning how to write. So that's why they are taken to. So it's important to take them to those schools so that they can learn the English to read and write, and also to make sure they finish their education. So the last message I would like to share with you is through a young child. For instance, parents who have young children with deafness or young children with disabilities, please do not oppress them, because you never know what tomorrow, what they might help you with your needs. So a child with deafness or any other disability, please, I motivate that person. Wish them the best. Take care of them. Yes. Always send them to school, and make sure you always encourage them for them to know or get a good future than leaving them alone, because they get to know and understand the world. So my advice, that's my advice to you.
Yeah, thank you, Doric. I think for the last word, the conclusive word, that was really amazing. And to you all, education makes it changes someone's life, whether you're deaf or hearing person. Please take the children to school. Because when they learn how to write and then they can even if they can learn how to write and say whatever they can say and express themselves. I'm sick, I want food. They have learned a language. So if they don't know sign language or any language, and maybe they can write, they can easily write. I want to go to maybe to ask for a judge, a border to go somewhere. I can write brief words. It makes life easy for a deaf person than if a deaf person has not gone to school and has never and doesn't even know how to write. They don't even know how to write their name. So when they don't even know that I'm feeling pain, or I'm in pain, or I'm sick. So let's try and please, parents, if you're watching this, even if it's a family member, don't hide the children. Even if it's a neighbor, don't, please. Take the children or deaf children to school. What is important is to make their life independent. Thank you so much. Please continue watching our YouTube channel. Subscribe, share with your neighbors, and share. See you next time.
Bye-bye.